Students took to the Oval on Thursday afternoon. We'll talk to them about it and ask why they're protesting. And MTV's The Buried Life visits campus. We sat down with one of the stars of the show. Thank you for joining us. I'm Matt Edwards. If you're a college student, there's no way around it. You have to deal with college affordability, but that doesn't mean you can't complain about it. Sarah Steeman was on the Oval Thursday afternoon as students voiced their displeasure with the cost of higher education.
It's something that frequently crosses many students' and parents' minds, the cost of higher education. Students on Ohio State's campus are gathering to protest the rising costs of tuition at universities nationwide.
March 1st is the National Day of Action for Education. We are protesting not only tuition hikes, but also we are demanding greater accessibility for all people and quality education in which students' voices are considered in the decision-making process.
Due to state budget cuts, President E. Gordon Gee says students may expect tuition increases in the near future. This comes after the Board of Trustees approved a 3.3% increase for fall of 2011. According to the Office of the University Registrar, for the 2011-2012 school year, Ohio residents pay $9,735 in tuition costs per three-quarter year. Non-residents pay $24,630. These costs have provoked students to take action to ask for equality when it comes to education.
I'm here because I believe education is a fundamental human right. As it stands, access to higher education is determined more by class status than academic achievement, and I believe that we should make it accessible to everyone, regardless of economic standing. The average amount of student debt at Ohio State is $22,000 per person. I'm going to have probably about that number when I graduate. I don't know how I'm going to get a job. I'm going to be saddled with this for a long time.
I have an education minor, and something that we've talked about a lot is socioeconomic status and the disparity between school funding and how that influences who gets to go to college. So that's one of the really hard-hitting messages that I've been taking away from this.
Remind everybody to think about what education means to you. Think about why you think it's a right.
Reporting for The Lantern, I'm Sarah Steeman.
Thank you, Sarah. You can also find a piece on thelantern.com from Sarah regarding college students now facing serious debt issues after graduation. The guys from MTV's The Buried Life have made a living checking items off their bucket list publicly. This week, they visited OSU, and one of the stars of the show sat down with The Lantern's Katie Harriman.
We're sitting here with Dave Lingwood from MTV's hit reality show, The Buried Life. Can you tell us what you're doing here at Ohio State today?
We're talking about our project and how we started it. And, you know, we've been doing this for 6 years. We came up with the idea of going on a road trip and making a film out of it, and asking the question, what do you want to do before you die, to strangers. And it was supposed to be a 2-week road trip, and just kind of kept going.
Just like the Buried Life crew, Ohio State students also have achievements they want to meet before they die.
Before I die, I would love to be on every continent in the world.
One thing I really want to do before I die is buy my dad a house. I really want to learn how to play the ukulele. That's like my thing lately. That's something that I want to do before I die.
Reporting for The Lantern, I'm Katie Harriman.
Thank you, Katie. The men's basketball team will limp up to Michigan State this weekend to battle for a share of the Big Ten title. Justine Boggs spoke with students on campus this week to see how the team is meeting fan expectations.
The Ohio State men's basketball team has seen nothing short of an inconsistent season. After losing 2 crucial conference games at home against Wisconsin and Michigan State, many students feel that their expectations coming into the season were a little too high for this young Buckeye team.
I thought they'd maybe lose 1 or 2, but they've lost a little bit more than what I had expected them to do, but they're not doing too bad for what they could be doing. So
I expected them to be good, not as good as last season. I think they had a better team last season, but I expected them to be top 10, undefeated at home.
It's been a slight letdown. It just shows that the seniors we lost were a lot more important than I thought they were.
Don't have that consistent outside shooter we had in John Diebler. Because of last year and the success of Sullinger and some of the other players, road was going to be a little tougher, and the Big Ten opponents are going to come at us a little harder than they did last year because we were pretty much the team to beat.
These concerns so late in the game have changed the predictions of fans for the rest of the season.
Definitely see them in the tournament, probably get to the second round. but if they keep up what they're doing right now, but hopefully they'll go all the way, but I don't know if I can see that.
It's like the whole March Madness thing. I feel like they'll do really good if they just pay attention and keep working together and doing the things that they were doing in the regular season, and like just key in on like their mistakes.
The tournament's a new game. You can get on a roll, get hot.
If they can step up their shooting, like I said, they'll get pretty far, maybe to the Final Four. They have a chance to win it all. So.
Ohio State will travel to Michigan State to take on what is known as one of the most intense atmospheres of the Big Ten, the Izzone. With the Lantern Sports, I'm Justine Boggs.
Thank you, Justine. It looks like Coach Mata might want to bring you in to teach his team some of your perimeter shooting skills. Remember to find us on Facebook and Twitter for all of the latest news around Ohio State. For all of us here at the Lantern, I'm Matt Edwards. Thank you for joining us.